Alright, here is CEMI Chembio Diagnostics Inc. This finishes at $5.34 today. That is up 159.22%. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe and catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. So here is NURO Neurometrix Inc. This finishes at $20.80 today. That is up 107.17%. This is absolutely absurd. You know, yesterday it had a 200% day, and it finished at $10. Hit 12 at the high. It was crazy. This morning it halted like 4 times or something, 5 times. I was watching it like, holy crap, what is going on? Squeezed all the way up to 38.67, and has since pulled back pretty significantly, back down to 2080. Still finishes up 100% today. Insane, absolutely insane. Alright, so let's analyze this. So right now it's sitting on the support of 2080, which it finished at today. So if it goes to the upside, next level of resistance is all the way back at the all-time high of 38.67. Lot of upside potential here. Absolutely no resistance at all holding this back. This can easily go back to the all-time high, which it hit today, and further. And if it does, then we're on to uncharted territory, and the market will decide for itself how much this stock is worth. Now, if it goes to the downside, next level of support is $17.30, $15.60, $12, $10, and then back to $6. And then there's a lot of support past $6, but we're not even going to talk about that right now. It's kind of irrelevant. But yeah, right now, either way, to the upside or the downside, very large channels. Although to the downside, there is some support at least. To the upside, absolutely no resistance. If you want to take a position here, there's going to be extreme price action. You know, do it at your own risk. Also, we have this gap up at $12. So that is a bearish indicator. That's telling us that this is likely going to come back down to $12 at some point. Eventually. Can't say when, but eventually. Honestly, probably pretty soon. The RSI is at 97. So extremely, extremely overbought. Extremely overvalued. Be really careful, guys. It did 87 million in volume today, which is not nearly as much as yesterday, but this is still very significant volume, and this is the second largest volume day ever after yesterday. So this pump today is confirmed by the volume. So if you want to go long, not financial advice, but I really don't recommend that. You know, that'd be really, really risky at this point. It seems like the pump is over. Maybe not, but it does seem like people are starting to take profits, and the shorts are going to pile in. However, if this does keep going to the upside, like I said, there's absolutely no resistance holding us back. So this can easily go back to the all-time high and further. I just don't think it's very likely that this is going to keep pumping in the short term. And if you want to short, also really risky, but we are getting good technicals here. Gap up at 12, very high RSI, high volume, but that's going to come down. It does appear like this is on the way to the downside. So if you want to short, I would support that. Seems like an excellent play. Not financial advice, but there are some fat tendies to be made if you want to go short here. Again, still risky stuff. Going to be a lot of price action, but I think this is a lot more likely to go to the downside than to the upside. So pretty straightforward here. This was a short squeeze and now kind of looks like a pump and dump. Congratulations to everyone who made money today and yesterday. A lot of tendies. And good luck to everyone who's currently in this stock and to everyone who's looking to take a position. This is NURO Neurometrix Inc. Alright, here is CEMI Chembio Diagnostics Inc. This finishes at $5.34 today. That is up 159.22%. So there was news on this one. So let's get to that first. The company said it received a 28.3 million purchase order from Biomanguinus, I think that's how you say it, for Chembio's DPP SARS-CoV-2 antigen tests for delivery during 2021. That's the C19 test, I believe. So that they received a big order, $28.3 million order. So very bullish news. The apes probably piled in, the institutions piled in, causing this to squeeze today. You know, it hit $7 at one point. It pulled back significantly since then, but still up 160% today. So fat tendies. So first of all, I see this gap up at 240. So that's bearish. That's telling us that this is likely to come back down to 240 at some point eventually. Can't say when, but eventually. Right now, this is trading between the sideways channel, the rectangle of 550 and 525. So if this goes to the upside, next level of resistance would be 550, 570, $6, 625, 655, 680, $7, 720, 745, 770, $8, 820, and then the high of 875. That's the high for the past year. And the chart goes above that, but we're not going to discuss that right now. And if this goes to the downside, next level of support would be 525, $5, 470, 440, 425, 410, 395, 380, 365, 340, 310, 290, 265, 260, 245, 240, and then the low of 205. There is a good amount of support and resistance both ways. Yeah, you know, it's going to take a lot of buying pressure and selling pressure to move the stock. So, yeah, today, a lot of buying pressure. Pushed it all the way up to 7. And now we're seeing a good amount of selling pressure. RSI is at 79. That is pretty overbought and overvalued. Crazy, because it was undervalued today. It was at 19 and then it shot up all the way to 79. So, you know, huge pump today. It did 392 million in volume today, which is by far the biggest volume day. So, yeah, this pump today is confirmed by the volume. If you want to go long, not saying that this won't keep pumping, but, you know, that's pretty risky at this point. High RSI, gap up at 240, high volume, that's likely to come down, and it's pulling back in the aftermarket, which is a bearish indicator. At the time of recording this, it's at 510 right now, so if this continues to pull back, that'd be bearish. If this finishes above 534 by 8 o'clock in the aftermarket, then I could say maybe this is going to keep going tomorrow, but it really does not appear so, in all honesty. So if you want to go long, I probably would not support that. If you want to do it, just do it at your own risk. Dangerous stuff there. And if you want to go short, seems like a pretty good play. As I just mentioned, a lot of bearish indicators here. High RSI, high volume, gap up, you know, up 160%. Usually stocks pull back after a run like this, unless it's NURO. So, pretty risky also, but it is a lot more likely that this is going to come back down than it is going to keep running to the upside. So, if you want to short this, I can support that. I think that's a good play. But yeah, I would not recommend going long. That's pretty risky. And I would support going short. Seems like a good play there. Seems like a good amount of money to be made if you want to go short. So, congratulations to everyone who made money in this one today. Fat tendies. And good luck to everyone who's currently in this stock and looking to take a position. This is CEMI Chembio Diagnostics Inc. Okay, here is MMAT Metamaterials. This finishes at $3.83 today. That is up 20.06%. So, much needed bounce here. Hopefully, this was the bottom, and we're going to see a reversal soon. It caught some support in the past. It looked like 660 was some support. Nope, broke through that. It looked like 360 was some support. Nope, broke through that. So hopefully here at 315, this is the actual bottom, and the support will hold. Fingers crossed. So yeah, we got this gap down at 14, so this means eventually this is likely to come back to 14. Might be a while, but that's a bullish indicator. And it does appear like the cup and handle is forming or a cup is forming. Can't confirm it yet, but this does appear like a cup is forming. It's not free falling anymore. Finally catching some support. So, like I said, hopefully this is the bottom, and we're going to see a reversal soon. So right now, this is trading between the sideways channel of 460 and 360. So if this goes to the upside, next level of resistance would be 460, 520, 570, 670, 740, $8, 860, 970, 1080, 1150, 14, 1610, 1780, $20, and then the high of 2176. And if this goes to the downside, next level of support would be 315, 270, 160, 90 cents, and then the low of 40 cents. RSI is currently at 40, so that is a little bit undervalued, a little bit oversold, and it did 62 million in volume today, which is a lot more than the previous few trading sessions. So this pump today was confirmed by the volume. If you want to go long, not financial advice, but this does seem like a good entry point. This does look like the bottom. Hopefully it is the bottom. The graph, the cup does look like it's bottoming out. You know, low RSI, that's bullish. Gap down, that's bullish. So I would support going long. And this really can't go down too much further. You know, this might go down to 270. But got some pretty strong support there. So if it goes down to there, I just rebuy. So yeah, looks like a great entry point here. So if you want to go long, I'd support that. If you want to go short, I don't think that's a good idea. There's really no reason to do that. It already went down so much. A lot of bullish indicators here. Really no bearish indicators, so doesn't really make sense to go short. Even if you do, really not too much money to be made. So doesn't really make sense. So I don't recommend going short. So that is MMAT Metamaterials. Congratulations to everyone who made attendees on this one today. Hopefully this is the bottom and the recovery. And good luck to everyone who's currently in this stock and to everyone looking to take a position. Okay, here's XELA, Exela Technologies. This finishes at $2.92 today. That is up 6.18%. So yeah, this was looking really bad. It was looking like it was going to free fall and caught some pretty strong support today. So very nice. Hopefully it holds. Okay, so right now this is trading between the sideways channel, the rectangle of 320 and 280. So if this goes to the upside, next level of resistance would be 320, 360, 410, 460, 550, 610, and then the all-time high of 782. And if it goes to the downside, next level of support would be 270, 240, 215, $2, 190, 170, 140, 125, and then the low of $1. Pretty wide channel to the upside, and there's a pretty good amount of support to the downside. So if this goes to the upside, expect a lot of price action. If this goes to the downside, once it hits 215, there's a lot of support there. So, you know, it's going to take a lot of selling pressure for this to go below 215. However, there is a gap up at 150. So that's a bearish indicator that's telling us that this is likely to come back down to 150 at some point, eventually. Hopefully not anytime soon. RSI is at 54, so pretty average, a little above average. And it did 69 million, lol, in volume today. So not too much volume, honestly, compared to the last previous trading sessions. That's a bit suspicious. Hopefully it's not a dead cat bounce. As of right now, it's very hard to tell where this is going. You know, pretty average neutral RSI. Not much volume, so this run today is not confirmed by the volume. The technicals aren't giving us much here. And I know you guys like your fundamentals, but this is more of a momentum play than a fundamental play. As long as this keeps trending on social media, I would say this is more likely to go to the upside than the downside. So if you want to go long, I can support that. Just do it at your own risk. Understand that this is more like a gamble than an investment. And if this does go to the upside, you know, pretty wide channels here. If we get a nice pump here, there's really not much resistance holding this back. This can easily go back to the all-time high and higher. And if you want to go short, that also seems like a pretty decent play, but, you know, I would definitely cover at 215, because once it hits that, there's a lot of support there. And there's this bearish indicator, this gap up at 150, so a few bearish indicators there. But yeah, you know, honestly, I really couldn't tell you which way this is going. The technicals are not telling us much here. I would say to the upside is a better play than to the downside, but both ways seem like pretty decent plays here. So, if you want to take a position, just do it at your own risk. This is a gamble at this point. Congratulations to everyone who made money on this one today. Hopefully, this is the bottom and the support holds here, and we'll see a reversal soon. So congratulations to everyone who made money in this one today, and good luck to everyone currently holding a position and to everyone looking to take a position. This is XELA, Exela Technologies. Thanks everyone for watching today. I appreciate you guys. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe and catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. You apes already know, diamond hands to the moon. I'm Ty. This is Smarter Gambling. See you guys tomorrow. Peace out.